And here comes our first crew of the day in toward... This doesn't look good, though. This boat has got some lean to it, and that stern is going really low. I mean, even the motor's almost underwater. Something's wrong here. They are definitely taking on water. Now, I don't see any bilge pumps working or anything, but man, to be honest with you, that could be because those were under the line of the water as well. Hello, ladies. How are you doing? But we're going to come back to these guys. This is not good. Oh, man, this is going down, bro. So, guys, don't even stop here. Pull this up the ramp. Right here, they're stopped in a few foot of water, but if they just pulled this forward, they could get it onto the ramp, and the worst case scenario is it would only sink the stern just a little bit. I might even drag this one up the concrete a little bit just to make sure it doesn't go under. The crazy part is they're pretty calm about this. I would be rushing to get the truck and trailer right now. So our guy, he's trying to pull it forward, but they came in under power. I would have ran it right up the ramp. Oh no. Oh, it's going down. Oh my God, it really is. The goal, save the motor. Correct. Get the boat up. It's easier said than done, I know this. This weighs a ton at this point with this much water in it. But our guy's still just walking. I'm assuming he's getting the truck, but he's walking to the truck. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting 79th Street. And I don't know how this one's going to unfold, but homeboy is straight taking his time as he's walking back to the vehicle. I definitely would be in more of a rush than this. I still can't believe they didn't drag it up the ramp. Let me know in the comments what you would have done here. I mean, this is definitely one of those panic situations, but I still think, like... I mean, I see people run jet skis up the ramp here all the time, and they're not sinking. That's just what they do. In a situation like this, I would have definitely pulled it up. Or I might even grab a line right now and ask this guy with the truck and trailer, hey, drag me up the ramp. We're going to have to see how this goes. All right, so it took a little time, but we finally got the truck and trailer down here. But this has not been good either. Our guy who's backing up doesn't have a clue what he's doing. Like, he's not even going toward the boat right now, and this is actually attempt 3. What in the world is happening right now? I wish I was... Oh, man. If you guys knew how we're set up over here, none of us can get over there to help him. If one of us could, right now, somebody would run over there and get this truck for him. Wrong way. Come on, get it back around, guys. Maybe he's panicking because of what's going on. I mean, now you can tell after a few minutes here, the stern of the boat is pretty much down. His buddy's trying to guide him like, come on, bro, you got it. You can get it over here. But this is like the wildest 79th Street wobble I've ever seen, as they're just not even close on getting this trailer down. And this boat's going down. I think you guys can hear the frustration in my voice on this one. I feel for him. So our guy's going to try it again. I mean, at this point, just take it slow and easy, man, and try and get it back there. I guess, I mean, the boat's already half underwater at this point in time. I can't believe nobody over there in the dock hasn't volunteered to just jump in and help this guy out. So let's see if we can get it going right this time. I mean, at least we're heading semi in the right direction, and no, we're going to jackknife it. I mean, he's got the truck's wheel going the right way to try and get it back around, but I think he's so far off. This one's frustrating to watch. Oh, man, they are just taking their sweet time with this, and every second they take longer, the more this thing's just going to sink. So there we go. He's going to pop the tailgate. He got out, and I guess the truck wasn't unlocked, so it wouldn't unlock the tailgate. Hopefully that does help. I'm the first one. I preach that to the skies all the time. When you can't see the trailer, drop the tailgate, and it does help a lot, as long as you know what you're doing. And it appears it's going to help him. We're actually going in the right direction a little bit now. Man, I have no clue how this one's going to turn out. The boat seems to have settled for the moment. Like, I don't feel like it's sinking anymore. Like, it's kind of hit that buoyancy point of where it's at. I don't think it's on the bottom right there, but it could be. But, man, in this situation, you're going to have to be a little more precise with that trailer, probably. Because I don't know. The boat's going to be so heavy, you're not going to be able to really move it. But it looks like we're going to try. Man, oh man. I really want to see the end result on this, and this is taking a while, guys. I do apologize, but so we grab some stuff out. Our guy's not, I mean, get the trailer wet, bro. So he's trying to get it over toward the boat now, which does help, but if you can't get those bunks underneath it, it won't matter much. I mean, the only thing they really could do at this point is you either got to be dead perfect with this and get the bunks to slide underneath the boat and walk it back as you're doing it, or you're going to have to move it, and you just got to get the bunks wet enough to get it over. So he's got it partially in the water. I'm assuming we're going to try walking this one over and see what happens. All right, so after another couple minutes of going at it, our crew has moved this back over to the trailer, but the problem is here is they've got to get the bow over the bunks. So they're struggling to do that, and it is sinking more now, as you can tell, as they're pushing it back. It is because the motor's almost underwater. Oh, and he just fell. Guys, I would have released that bow, and the other dude just fell too. I would have... It's slick down here. I'm not going to... I would have released that bow winch strap all the way, though, and it would already be on this boat. That's your prevention from losing it, is no matter what, if the bow winch strap was on here, I've got some kind of leverage where I can pull this up. You pulling it with a line, bro, is not going to get you where you want to be. So his buddy's trying to kick it over. I mean, maybe that'll help. I don't know. It looks like the boat's starting to slide a little bit. I mean, I think the biggest thing that would help right now is figuring out what's going on. Like, in other words, did we lose? Did we forget the drain plug? I'm not sure, but like... Man, oh man. So, I mean, they're kind of getting it closer to the trailer. And closer to a point where they might be able to do something with it. But again, now it's sliding back off, and that's why you got to have that bow winch strap on. It's still not on. You can see it right there. Maybe he's got it on now, actually. I can definitely see it hanging. So here we go. Man, let me know in the comments, guys, what you would do in this situation. Like I said, for me, it would have started with running it up the ramp. I probably would have ran it up the ramp, tried to figure out what the deal was, if it was a drain plug or something, put that in, seeing if I could have got another bilge pump from somebody and started trying to drain this thing out a little bit. So he's releasing the strap a little bit. They're going to have to try and, well, we already know that. They're going to have to get a little, there we go. Get it a little deeper and try and get it around, but the problem is the back of this boat's so sunk that they're going to struggle getting it over. So he's going to start trying to winch it up. Actually looks like he's getting somewhere with it. I don't really see the stern coming up much, though. And so we're still messing with it. Coming back, try and crank it on a little more, but it's kind of on the trailer sideways. It's not dead lined up on the trailer, and I think that's the issue they're having, amongst other things like the amount of water that's in the vessel. Oh, he's got to be careful, because now it's starting to tilt. No, it's rolling to the port side. That's going to allow more water in, and it's going to slide right off the trailer. They got to get it lined up on the bunks if they're going to do anything. All right, so he's doing something with the truck here, and it looks like he's making it deeper. Okay, maybe. Again, I'm still wondering the same thing. I've got the strap on, lock that thing down, drag the boat up the ramp, and drain the water out. What a mess. Oh, this boat, I mean, there's so much water in that boat now. It is pretty much done for. And our guys basically let every last inch of line he has out on this bow winch now. I guess they're going to try and get it as deep as they can get it and try and line it up with the trailer. He's like waving to somebody like, hey. Oh my God. What a mess. The stern's still not even close to where it needs to be on this one. These guys are not getting anywhere with this. So he's trying to start winching it back on. They still never push the stern over, though. So I'm imagining the same thing's going to happen again that just happened, is the boat's going to start to roll on them. And exactly what we just said. Starting to roll to the port side. You're just not far enough over. You're not lined up on the bunks, and it's just not hitting right. So here he goes. He's starting to roll. The guy's put... Oh, no. He pushed it too far. Now it's rolling the other way. For it to come on like this, something's not right. They're not even close to being right on the trailer. So he's continuing to winch, just trying to get it up. Oh, man, I don't know why, though. With it being this far off on the trailer, this doesn't make a ton of sense right this second. So after a few more minutes of winching, it looks like they've got it, I guess, where they think they want it. But something, again, I don't think this is a good idea, because the way the boat's leaning, it's not on the trailer right. I think as soon as he pulls, it's going to roll. So he backs up a little bit, which is not a bad plan, actually. If he can get his buddy over there, they could try and get it pushed onto the trailer right, but nope, now he's going to pull forward. I don't think that winch strap was tight. No, it wasn't. They didn't have it locked. No. No, 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 no. Oh my God. The whole time, it wasn't even locked. They didn't have it in the locked position. Oh my gosh. And I'm assuming his buddy unlocked it when they were pulling all that strap line out. And man, oh my Lord. What do you do at this point? I mean, you can try rallying the troops, I guess, and see if we can get it flipped back over. Or I guess you could even just drag it out onto the trailer upside down. I mean, he's trying to winch it back up, so I'm assuming that's the plan now. It's like, hey, let's just get it on how we got to get it on. But Jiminy Crickets, that's... What in the world is going on here? Did he lock it this time at least? Sorry, I was trying to listen as he was ratcheting to see if it sounded like it was locked at least this time. But the console, I mean, it was a console. You can't load it this way with the console, too. You're going to rip the console off. But I guess this boat's... Oh, man. I mean, the motor's underwater now, too. We're near the end of this vessel's usable life. Without being repowered, of course, and re-electronicked. And
Yeah. You got a big hole in the middle of the hole right here. Little mystery explainer. So that's where all the water was coming from.
so the guy said there's a big hole in the middle of the hole. I just heard him talking, so they must have hit something out in the water. So the crew's going to try and roll the boat back over. With this much water in it, I don't know how you're going to do that. They're trying, though. Just hopefully nobody gets caught underneath it while they're trying. But this is not a giant boat. I mean, this is going to be a whole lot more difficult than that to try and get rolled over. Especially now, full of water. Oh my God. This is one of the wilder scenes we've seen on this channel in quite some time. I felt like we had a good run, too, for a long time. 2021, 2022 were absolutely epic years for content that we gathered here. And when I say that, we saw a lot of big saves, is what I would say more. Nothing as dramatic as this. But this one's gone under at the ramp, and I can't tell you the last time it's been since we saw a boat go under at the ramp. Or even a truck go under at the ramp that we actually caught everything going under. And I'm sad to see these things happen. So when I say that, I don't want them necessarily to happen. But it seems like we'd been on a good run where people were not having these kind of mistakes. But I was curious what happened, and it definitely sounds like they hit something out there on the water based on the conversation we heard from somebody else. That was what was happening right now. So the crew's still working on it. I don't have a clue what the real plan is here, but I don't think you're getting this flipped over. So after many attempts to get it flipped over, they finally just laid it over the trailer, and here we go. We're pulling it out upside down. Now, the only advantage or good thing with this is the water is going to drain out, which is going to make their life a whole lot easier when it comes to managing this after the fact. But the engine's dragging on the concrete as they're pulling it up, but I guess a scraped up engine cowling is not the biggest issue here at this point in time. Somehow the console still appears to be intact on this as well, which is just absolutely dumbfounding and surprising to me. Now, obviously, they're not going anywhere like this, not with the engine dragging on the ground. My real question now is, now that they've got the water drained out of this, are they gonna try and get it back in and roll it? Because I'm not saying that can be done easily, because it can't. But without all the weight in it, and if you did it fast enough, I don't know that it's an impossibility. And right now, you can't do much of anything with it like this. But at least we've gotten to step one, which is the thing I've been screaming since the beginning of this. Let's get the water drained out, and here we go. But again, if there's a massive hole in the hull, the second they bring this back in, even get it, everything's going to have to happen fast. I have no clue what the resolution is at this point. So what's been wild about this is they've gone ahead and put the boat back into the water. It's been a massive fight down here, though, because boats, once again, it was raining, got busy trying to come back in. Everybody was trying to land on this ramp right next to them, not realizing that, you know what, you think you can land there, but you're not backing a trailer down here anytime soon while these guys try and work on this. And after the debate, it sounds like we're going to try and roll this boat back over. Now, they've not taken any of the advice that I've heeded so far on what they need to do to try and get this done. We're just going to try the old-fashioned way with manpower. So that boat's in the water right this second. They're pulling the trailer out from underneath it. And they're going to try and roll this boat. Yeah, don't get it too far, bro, because the reality is if they get it rolled, you're backing this thing down as quickly as you can get it back down to get it underneath it. So they're rallying the troops to see if they can get this done. This will be unbelievable if they somehow get this rolled over. Especially just on the straight manpower method. Like, there's just no way in my mind this is happening. Alright, so after another few minutes, we've rallied a few more people. And it looks like here we go. They're gonna try it. No way. No way this is happening. Get the out of here. No. What in the world is going on today? They've got it back over. Now get the trailer back in the water as fast as you can. Unbelievable. So our crew, they finally are backing the trailer back down. We've got somebody up here who's slowly winching it on as they go. They've got a plan in place. I'm completely dumbfounded right now that they've been able to save this one. I mean, we're not out of the woods yet, but there's enough people working on this and enough going on to make me think they may somehow pull this one off. So he just needs to keep coming back a little bit because you really want to slide those bunks underneath this and let the trailer kind of settle. Or excuse me, let the boat settle on the trailer. Because the stern's just so heavy, like you've got to find a way to get that bow down, and the only way you're getting the bow down is sliding the trailer under the boat. So they're working on it, trying to see if they can get it done. He's still in reverse, so he's slowly backing up as they're trying to pull this one off. And unbelievable, man, this crew, seriously, this is an unbelievable situation to see this one come down to this. So after several minutes of cranking this thing down, slowly sliding the trailer back, we've gotten the boat to kind of settle down and level onto the trailer. Now here you just want to pull it out slow as well. There's a lot of weight in the boat and you don't want anything to unsettle. But man, they got it done, which is absolutely incredible. I thought for sure we were seeing a wrecker come out here. I didn't think there was any way they were saving this. Unbelievable, man. Congrats to them. That's absolutely awesome. Hopefully that motor can be salvaged after this as well, after being underwater for as long as it was underwater. But you can see they're slowly pulling out, which is the key. You can see water coming everywhere. But again, take your time with it. Let this water slowly go out. And they're going to wind up saving this one, man. What a day down here at 79th. But they're good, and they're getting gone. And speaking of getting gone, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here. You never know, just might save your boat.